Okay, so I'm Lana, the physician, and this is Doug, the athlete with the severe anxiety with their eating disorder. Ideally, for this patient, I would use a visualization technique to aid in this athlete's anxiety over her weight. Um, Being an athlete, it's usually harder to get them to do something that if you just straight up tell them what to do. So I think having them visualize on their own and interpret certain things in their own way would probably help them get uh, feeling better and consuming more food. Especially as an athlete with her sport, it requires a lot of fuel, so having the lack of calories to run the engine isn't very good. So the technique that I think I would use, like I said, was visualization, but specifically the route that I would do would, instead of having them visualize food as like a source of gaining weight, but more of like a way of like a source of fuel for her engine to keep the body going. Um, like, if I were to talk to said patient, I would say how when you're eating a meal, you should be thinking of it not as a negative way, but more of a way to make you better as an athlete rather than a negative way in that they are going to gain bad weight or something when that's not the case, because this athlete's obviously performing enough to be losing a lot of calories, or otherwise she wouldn't be in the position she's in right now. And given her history with her family and having anxiety and having weight problems with her sister, even though it was undiagnosed, like, it seems like there's a trend here. I think other techniques like mental imagery would also work as well, but visualization, in my opinion, would be good. And even like goal setting would be helpful, but sometimes it's quantitative in numbers. For people with like severe anxiety and severe anorexia, can be a little bit intimidating and may or may not cause more anxiety. And I think it would be best technique whenever there. I think this technique should be used whenever there's hesitation to eat. That shouldn't be the goal here. Like, obviously, like I said a million times, you need to eat to keep the body going. Or if there's like a lack of motivation due to the anxiety. So I think it's kind of like a way to like calm yourself down, help you realize like, hey, this food isn't gonna harm me. It's only gonna make me better as an athlete and as like a human being in general. So I don't think there should be a cap necessarily. It just should be used as needed.